Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie. Instead, you knock it off the post.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. on the run. It's Love. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He'll do it himself, finding open areas. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. The short hands, it's Love. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pauling. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not
turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Tempo and overdrive. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. He might want another play. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pauling.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose it. On that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a star now to see if they can answer on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Notre Dame right back to the line. He leaves it with his back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. Got enough to move the sticks, first down from the 17. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Rodgers. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The RPO, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback may change this route. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Got it! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on 1st down. Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Here comes the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Brings up second and goal.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Grimes. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll open the second half with a run. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Thomas back to pass. Quickly complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. On the ground, it's Scott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He'll try to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Thomas looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're good.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Fields. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down and more. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun down.